Hello everyone and welcome back to Codebase. In this video we're going to talk about the Bootstrap buttons and button group. But before we start the topic, please remember to like and subscribe to our channel so that you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. Also, don't forget to follow us on our various social media platforms so that you can keep up with our daily posts and all that. Also, you can also join our community platforms on WhatsApp. The link to that should be in the description of this video. So without further ado, let's start the topic of today, which is buttons and button group. Now, in our last video, we touched the Bootstrap typography, not text. We touched the Bootstrap typography, the Bootstrap colors, and the Bootstrap background colors. But in this video, what we are going to talk about is the Bootstrap buttons and button. So, if you want to know more about it, you can come back to the Bootstrap to get bootstrap.com website, go to their documents, scroll down to components, then come to buttons here, and you can see all the different styles of button that they have. We're going to touch some of them in this video, but if you want to learn more, if you want to practice more, you can come to this website to play around with it. It's like I said, Bootstrap is very easy. Call the name of the class, it applies, you enjoy it like that. If you want to modify it a little bit, add your own CSS. It's not that hard, and we're still going to touch that later in the video. But for now, let's play around with all these buttons down here. You can also see we have these very wide buttons here and these extra large buttons right here. But let's start with let's just touch the basics in this video. So let's go back to the our code right here. I'm going to clear everything on the screen. Yeah, I'm clearing everything. You guys should have this in your system, and I'm going to carry on. Pardon me. Do re mi fa sol la ti do ti la sto fa mi re. So let's begin now. Let's start with, let's use the H1 tag to put a title, and I'll say Bootstrap basic buttons. Now in Bootstrap, if you want to make use of a button, let's use a button tag. If you want to make use of a button in Bootstrap, you must give it the class of BTN first. The BTN class represents the base of the button. Then you give it a button color. That's how it works. You have to first let the Bootstrap know that, okay, Bootstrap, this element I am typing is going to be a button. Then this will be the color of the button, or this will be the style of the button. So when you give it the class of BTN, you're telling it this is the color of the button. Sorry, you're telling it this element is going to be a button. That's what you're telling your Bootstrap at this point. So if I say .btn, that means this is going to be a button. Then I'll give it the color .btn -primary. Press tab. Let me come back and remove this little letter U. Come here and I'll say click here. Click me. Don't click here. And if I come back to my browser, right here, you can see the little click me button, and it has a hover effect whereby if I put my cursor on it, you see that the color gets slightly darker. Okay, that is our click me button. If you want to know the colors of the button, it's the same with the Bootstrap theme colors, but you can come here and look at everything. You know what, let's not even type, let's just copy and paste. I'm allowed to be lazy. Copy and paste is allowed, don't judge me. Copy this. I'm already done with the Bootstrap primary. Paste. Let's delete this guy right here. So like I said, oh, I didn't put the type. Pardon me. Nope, we don't need you. Let's put type is equals to button. That's all. So we have two primary buttons. I'm going to delete the one that I copied from Bootstrap, and I'm going to use my own because I already typed it. So we have the primary, secondary, success, danger, warning, info, light, and dark. Remember, all of these are colors. If you notice, in every other class, I have to put the BTN first. This class of BTN is what tells you that, okay, this is going to be a button regardless of this tag that is here. Alright, so please take note of that. And if I come back to my browser, boom, you can see our buttons are all lined up. Now what do you notice? These buttons, they have certain space in between them. They have spacing in between each button. You can see there clearly, but don't worry, by the time we're done with this video, I'll show you how to merge your buttons together into one. So let's carry on. So now that we have the Bootstrap basic buttons, we can also make our links appear as buttons. So let's use the H1 tag, and I'm going to say link buttons. Okay. Okay. So the way this one works is simple. Okay, you know, let's say link outline button. Let's kill two birds with one stone. Link outline buttons. So there's the basic button that is just, you know, simple plain like this, background color, white text, white text, white text, white text. It's only one that has black text, black text, black text. The rest all has white text. But we can use an outline style button, which is a different style of Bootstrap button. And what this one does is that it makes the outline color and the color of the text the same. That's just the difference. It's just, you know, it's a style. Let's just look at it. No time to check time. So I'm going to copy everything that is here because I am lazy. Don't judge me. And I'm going to come here and paste. I must say the F word. Alright, copy and paste. Beautiful. So yes, now what I'm going to do is sort of this BTN primary here. I'm going to change this from BTN primary to BTN outline dash primary. If you go back to your browser and go to the Bootstrap site and scroll down, you should see it later on here. Okay, the outline button. If you go to here, look at it here. This is the BTN outline button. So you can see BTN outline primary, BTN outline secondary. You can go through this to play around with it yourself. You don't have to wait for me to show you everything. So BTN outline primary, I'm going to copy this guy. I'm going to paste him here because I'm very, very suspicious. Paste. I'm just pasting the outline on all of them. That is all. No need for any panic. No need for any caricature. And last but not least, boom. This BTN light, I'm going to give it the BG of dark. I don't know if there's any point in that, but let's just see. Then I'm going to change this button here. From button, I'm going to take it to a href equals hashtag. So I'm going to copy this, and yes, I do need to change this one as well. A. So I'm going to press Ctrl F. You know, if it's copy you, remove this type of button. Just A. So I'm going to just, you know, paste and paste and paste and paste and paste and yeah, don't sing along with me. It's not a sing along. Sorry about that. And for those who think this is stress, it is not stress. This is fine. It's stress. All right, you win. I'll type from now on. Okay, now god, yes, this is totally stress. I'm not doing this again. Never. I'm just going to type everything myself. I should have copied and pasted the first one. This is so stressful. Don't mind me whining. Let us carry on. Let's carry on. And if I come back to my browser, right, so as you can see, this is an A tag. Alright, the A tag, and I gave it the class of BTN first before giving it the outline primary. So the outline looks slightly different from the basic buttons, that is all, and this is how it looks like. You can see it. The outline color is the same color as the text color, and that's just, and when you hover on top of it, it gives you the fill color just like the original button up here. That is basically all. It's just a different style of button. But as you can see from what I did here, by simply applying this class of BTN to this A tag, we made our A tag, that is our link, appear as a button. Let's see what happens if I remove this BTN from this primary. Let's see what happens if I remove it. Let's see. I'm just curious. Let's see what happens. And would you look at that? Right here, our A tag is no longer, it doesn't look like a button anymore because I didn't add the BTN tag. So as you can see exactly why that BTN tag, that BTN class, not tag, pardon me, you can see exactly why that BTN class is necessary in your Bootstrap. Whenever you're styling a bootstrap button, or you want to style up a link to look like a button, always put the BTN class first before the button color. Please do remember this. We can also alter the size of our buttons. Okay, we can make it big or small depending on our, you know, preference. So I'm going to come here. This time I'm going to type it like I promised. I'm going to put H1. I'm going to say button sizes. I'm just going to do 3 this time to avoid caricature, because you know there's no time to check time, no time to waste time. Alright, so we're just going to say a.btn.btn outline warning dot btnsm, right? Yes. Put my hashtag in the A tag. Then here I'm just going to put click here. So I gave this one the class of btnsm. Come here, copy, paste. I'm going to remove this btnsm. Come here, paste, and turn this sm to lg. So LG should mean BTN large, that is button large, that is big button. SM should mean small button, and no, if you don't put SM or LG, that means give me the normal size button. And if I come back to my browser to check it out, boom, you can see it. Big, bigger, biggest, small, smaller, smallest, or whatever you want to call it. Let's change the color of, let's switch the color of. I'm going to change this guy from warning to danger, and from danger to info. I'm going to change large to info. Boom, and you can see here. So you can see the sizes of the buttons are all different. You can make your button the biggest size, you can use the regular size button, and you can use the small one. And the reason why I put this one in the middle, so you see the difference between the big and small in relation to the normal size button you already used to. So this is the different button sizes we have in Bootstrap as well. We can also do the button groups. Okay, now like I said, all these buttons, you can see that they have spaces in between them. If you want to merge your buttons together, you want them to come together but still be different, as in button 1 will still be button 1, button 2 will still be button 2, but there is no say the gum body, they are joined together by the sides. If you want your buttons, that you must have multiple buttons for this to work. Yes, there must be at least 2. So if you want your buttons to look like that, follow me. Alright, so come back here, and I'm going to do the last but not the least, the button groups. I'm going to say h1 tag button group. Yes. So the button group, I'm going to first create a div tag. I'll say .btn group. That should be it, right? You know, just to be sure, I'll have to confirm this. It should be BTN group, but if I'm not sure, I can just come here, look at it, button group, just click here. It's open the button group sample, and it is, yeah, BTN group, just like I said. Yeah, I confirmed it. So all I have to do is come back here. I'm going to copy all this guy. No, I'm not going to copy all of them. I'm just going to copy this guy. This guy, yes. I'm going to paste him. I'm going to make him 3. Yes, so you can see he's in 3 places, and if I come back to my browser to check him out, boom, they are joined by the sides. You can see they're in holy matrimony. They are not separate like this ones here. They are joined together. That is the button group in Bootstrap. Again, so easy, isn't it? Don't worry, to get it, it will get harder, I promise you. It only gets tastier or juicier, whatever floats your boat. Let's carry on. So when you use the button group, when you put your multiple buttons inside a button group, what the result is that the buttons merge like so. For this to work, the 3 tags must enter a button group, a parents. Sorry, I said the 3 tags. The 3 button classes must enter a parent class of BTN group for it to work. If you don't put it in this BTN group, it doesn't work. You can see that from what we did here and here. So we can also give it different color. You don't have to make it the same color if you don't want it to be the same color. So I'm going to give this one info. I might not use info too much. Secondary. And I don't know, warning. Come back to my browser, and boom, you can see they're all different colors. So you can come back to this BTN buttons and button group. If you want to play around with it, there's much to do there. You can let the small buttons, the medium buttons, everything is right there. You see there's only the button disabled state. All you have to do is give it a class of disabled after the color, and your button will look disabled. Let's try it here. let's give this third one disabled, and if I come to my browser, let's see how it looks like. Oh, you can see it's disabled. Why is it disabled? I can't hover on top the button anymore. Can you see that? The button is hereby disabled. So you guys can go to your Bootstrap site, that is getbootstrap.com, and play around with these features. Practice, play around with it, copy, paste, manipulate, dispensate, anyone you want to do it. You'll be alright, I'm being said, but what I mean is simply, if you want to learn more about it, go to the site right here, play around, practice in your own time, and you get used to it and you get better at it. And that is all. Bootstrap is really easy and really efficient. So with that, we've come to the end of this video. If you like the video, if you learned something in this video, please don't forget to like this video. That's the way you're showing us your support. Don't forget to also follow our Codebase channel so that you'll be updated, that is subscribe to us. Pardon me. So you'll be updated whenever we post a new video. You can also join our community platforms to interact with other people who are just starting out on their tech journey, or those who are already far ahead. Okay, and remember, we started this our tutorial courses for those who are just starting out. So we're going from the easiest to the most complex, or from the beginning to the end, or whatever you want to call it. So if you know Bootstrap already and you don't want to learn, don't worry, we're still going to get to JavaScript and all that in the later tutorials. All right, again, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. You can join our community platforms. Also, please don't forget to follow us on our respective social media handles as well. They'll be displayed in the video. We also take on jobs, so if you have any project you want us to do for you, please feel free to go give us a call. We do web development, app development, software development, data analysis, graphic design, UI, UX, and much more. Alright, so thank you very much. See you in the next video.